All right, so this is going to sound like a soap opera, but I swear it's 100 real. At 32, recently found out that my wife, Katie, 30, has been cheating on me with my stepbrother, Jake, 28. So I've been married to Katie for 4 years. We were one of those couples that everyone thought had it all together. We had a beautiful house, no major drama, and even talked about starting a family soon. I'm pretty close with my stepbrother, Jake. Though we didn't grow up together. My dad married Jake's mom when we were teenagers, but we've hung out plenty over the years. Football games, barbecues, even guys' weekends. He was like a younger version of me in some ways. I trusted him, but about 4 months ago, things started getting weird. Katie began acting distant. Nothing super obvious at first, just little things. She'd stay late at work more often. Started dressing up when she said she was just running errands. And whenever I asked about it, she'd brush me off with some excuse. I chalked it up to her being stressed. Maybe things at her job were getting more intense, I thought. And then there's Jake. Over the last few months, he started coming over more often than usual. It was casual at first, just hanging out, having a few beers, but something started to feel off. He would come by when I wasn't home, claiming he was just in the area and wanted to say hi to Katie. Sometimes I'd walk in and laughing in the kitchen, acting a little too close, but I told myself I was being paranoid. After all, he's my stepbrother, right? Things hit a boiling point 2 weeks ago. I had a gut feeling something was up, so I checked our shared phone bill. I don't usually invade her privacy, but I felt like I was going crazy. Sure enough, there were hundreds of texts and calls between Katie and Jake over the last few months. It's late at night, during the day while I was at work, even when we were supposed to be spending time together. My stomach sank. I knew something was going on, but I needed solid proof. One night, I decided to test the waters. I told Katie I had a work event out of town and would be gone for the weekend. In reality, I stayed at a friend's place and watched the situation unfold. Sure enough, within a few hours of me leaving, Jake shows up at our house. I waited a bit, then drove home and parked a block away. I snuck around to the back and through the kitchen window. I saw them. They were laughing, drinking, way too close. And then they kissed. I saw red. I stormed in, catching them mid-makeout. They both froze, looking like deer caught in headlights. Katie was crying before I even said a word, and Jake was too stunned to speak. I just stood there for what felt like forever, heart pounding. Adrenaline rushing, trying to wrap my head around what I was seeing. The betrayal was like a punch in the gut. From both of them, my wife, who I thought I could trust with my life, and my stepbrother, someone I grew up with who was supposed to have my back. I could barely form words. All I said was, "How long?" Katie broke down, crying, saying it just happened, that it didn't mean anything, and that it had only been going on for a couple of months. Jake, to his credit, didn't say much. He just stood there looking ashamed. I couldn't even look at him. I grabbed some stuff, left the house, and haven't been back since. I'm staying at a buddy's place while I figure out what to do next. Divorce is on the table, but it's a mess because we own a house together, and separating finances won't be easy. And as for Jake, I can't even begin to process the betrayal. My own stepbrother, the person I thought was like family. That's it. I haven't spoken to either of them since that night. My phone's been blowing up with apologies from both of them, but I can't bring myself to respond. Part of me feels like I should have seen it coming, and another part is just in total shock. I've been going through the motions, trying to work and stay sane, but man, it's been tough. I never thought I'd be the guy who got cheated on, especially by two people so close to me. So, yeah, here I am, venting to Reddit. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Advice, sympathy, maybe just a place to dump this insanity. All I know is that it feels like my whole life's been turned upside down.